So for the next part of this video, we're going to go over how our Google Classroom is organized. And I want to start with the front page, which is the one that you go to as soon as you type either classroom.google.com into the browser, or if you go to Clever and you click on Google Classroom. I would recommend marking this as a favorite in Google Classroom if you're not sure how to do in Clever, rather. If you're not sure how to do that, let me know and I will help you. So, two tips that I wanted to share with you. One is that I noticed that a lot of students receive a lot of notifications in their email from Google Classroom. So, when you're at this classes page, if you go to the left-hand side and you click the three bars to access the menu, you can scroll down to where you see the gear that represents settings. If you click settings, you can turn your email notifications off, and that way you'll only receive email that's important in your school email, and all of those Google Classroom notifications that usually fill up your inbox will stop being sent there. So I'll show you an example on my Google Classroom account. If I go to Google Classroom, in the corner where the three bars are, that's the main menu. If I scroll all the way down to the gear, which is settings, will bring up this screen and I can toggle email notifications off. If I turn this on, then I receive an email every time somebody makes a comment or returns work and grades. If I turn it off, then I don't receive any emails. If I wanted to receive just some of the emails, maybe you want to know when something is graded, for example, you could turn this on and then you could choose which ones you want to receive emails for. So you might want to turn off work and posts from other teachers, since that happens very often. You might want to turn off due date reminders for your work, since you can see those in Google Classroom. The ones below would not really apply to you because you're not a teacher. But honestly, I turn off all the email notifications. So if you're trying to reach me, Google Classroom is not the best way to reach me because it's difficult for me to sort through all those notifications to find messages from students. You're welcome to put comments on your assignments, but I may not see them until I'm actually grading the assignment, and I'll respond to them at that time. The other tip I wanted to give you is that when you open this classroom page, whatever assignment is upcoming for our class will be listed right underneath the class title. And you can click directly on that assignment to go to the current assignment for our class. If you get there and you decide you need to look for something else, you can always back out and look at the stream or the classwork tab in Google Classroom. But if you're just trying to get started on today's work, or this week's work, then I would suggest just click on that link and it will take you directly to the assignment for that week. A few more organizational tips. So in my Google Classroom, you will always see the current assignment at the top. So whatever we're currently working on should be right at the top for you. And then it will go backwards after that. So if you're looking for older assignments, then you'll need to scroll down. You will be able to see all the due dates. But if you're looking for what we're working on right now, the on-pace assignment, then you would want to go to the top. I also, if you look at the left-hand side in the menu, you'll notice that I number all the units. So if you're looking in PowerSchool at an assignment that you're missing, for example, you should be able to use the numbers like you see here, 10-3, 10-2, to help you find the assignment in Google Classroom. And then finally, at the very bottom, I have a section called Resources, and that's a good place to look for general tips and resources. As we go on through the year, if there's some technology tool or this syllabus, for example, that I think could be useful to you throughout the year, then I'll post it in the resources section. Now that you're finished with this section, you are ready to take the progress check for the syllabus, and we'll do that at the beginning of class next time.